Okay, so
All
if
right.
it asks her, the meeting is recorded, got it.
All right.
And so if it asks you about the recording, Lynn, you just have to click the got it.
All right.
Oh, hello.
Sorry, my video looks rather strange. I'm not sure why, but whatever the case may be.
So there's your gallery view, and then
Okay.
we can change it if you just want it on your map.
All right. Well, good morning, Lynn.
Good morning, Gail.
Nice to finally see you.
Yes, kind of, because it's a weird picture of mine, but whatever.
Well, can you see my hands and where I'm?
I can see you and I see your background.
Okay, but you
Can
don't,
you see your hands?
my hands.
No, I don't see your hands.
Okay, should I go to just,
Hold on, let me fix it here.
okay,
Oh,
Yeah.
there I see him.
okay,
Perfect.
all right. Well, don't look at the fingernails, okay?
Okay. Good, I won't show you mine either.
They're useful tools. is what they are.
Yeah.
I use them a lot. Okay, well, this is the Chakra Wrap Super Duo bracelet class, and
Okay,
it's a bracelet that's a lot of fun, and I've had done a lot of different variations with, but I've been really into yoga, especially with the
Pandemic.
pandemic. I was Zooming yoga twice and 3 times a week, and one of my instructors had us do each stage of the chakra, which was wonderful for each month. And so we went through the 7 stages, and I thought, well, I'm going to try to just design a bracelet. So I don't know if you can see it.
now I just lost the visual on your hands. Oh, there it is again. Okay,
I'm going to take it off and show you. So this is what it looks like when it's done.
very cute.
It is fun. It goes with everything because of all the colors, and
Sure.
it's, I like wearing them a little looser than some people do, but it's doesn't get in the way that way. But do you have your kit with you and your?
I do. I've got everything that I think I might need.
All right. One thing I didn't put in was a sharp scissors you might need. And
Okay.
let's see, do you have anything that would be like a wax? Because I wax my thread, a lot of people don't. And
I've worked a lot with Fireline. I'm okay with it usually not being waxed.
oh, okay, then no problem.
Okay.
All right, well, if you want to cut your leather to, I usually double it, or because of tying knots takes up a lot of room in the leather.
And the amount you gave me, I thought was just perfect. So
Oh, good.
I'm going to work with that.
All right, and then you slide the button to the middle.
Okay, done that.
All right, and then make an overhand knot.
Now I lost your visual again.
Uh-oh. Overhand.
Hands anyway. I see you, but not your hands.
Oh, the hands are
Weird.
huh. All right. I have Rochelle is backing me up, which is good because my last class I taught at home, and I've had a terrible time getting everything set up, and then
Yeah, speaker view, and so you're the speaker.
okay.
Oh, wait. Maybe that's what I use. Can you see your hands now again?
No, I don't.
Let's see. That's really weird. Let me turn off her face. Okay, so now do you see her hands?
No,
Oh,
What do you see?
I see just a black box for the main part of the screen. And then at the very top, I see myself, although it looks weird. And then it's 2 other black boxes, one that says David, Mom, and Rochelle.
Okay. So,
And something that's turned off, although I hear you just fine. It looks like it's the microphone, but
right, well, that's just the darndest hair. Let me click back and forth. Hold on 1 second.
Okay.
is my picture coming across to you at all, Gail?
Yes.
Or is it all like there's vertical lines through it?
Oh, no, not
No,
ours. Ours is
no.
clear.
Ours is-
Oh, okay, good.
Yeah.
Then something to do with mine. I'm not sure what happened there, but
Let me see here. What do we do? Choose video. Oh.
now I see 4 across the top, Upper Midwest Bead Society, Rochelle, and David Mom, and myself.
That doesn't make any sense. How would you?
But you don't see the, oh, now it froze. Okay, now,
Hold on.
all right.
Well, I'm trying to see what, hold on.
That'll hold it up.
I'm just trying to see if something in the camera recording or something is, oh, I've got multiple cameras here. I'm just trying to get it on the right height, because it's not short. Yeah.
About here. Is that one?
Can you see a third camera now?
Well, up at the top, it shows myself, Upper
Okay,
Midwest
can
Bead
you
Society.
double click on a different picture? You clicked on yourself. So can you click on one of those other pictures, like the one that says Upper Midwest Bead Society? Like with your mouse, like click on it?
Well, I did, but now I don't see it.
Okay, click again, or do you have a thing in the right corner? It
I
doesn't,
have in the upper left-hand corner, recording and remove pin. My mute, it looks good. And then I
okay,
have,
pick a remove pin.
okay. All right, that removed the pin, but now it's still black.
Okay, that doesn't make any sense. So you don't see now a third camera
No.
with her.
Well, at the top, I see 4 of them, but 2 of them are dark. And the one with Gail and now you in it, I can see, but it's the little one up at the top.
So you don't see her hands now at all?
Not at all.
Hands? That's the weirdest thing, because this is the one attached to microphone. And so, okay, so then, let me. Second. See,
Okay, now on one of the little boxes, I see that the one that says Upper Midwest Bead Society, I see Gail's hands.
over here. Okay. Okay, now do you see her hands?
Now it just went blank again. I mean, it's just a black box at the Upper Midwest Bead Society one.
That doesn't make sense. Is it bad? See, we can do this. Hello?
Now I see Upper Midwest Bead Society in the box in the very top of the screen. And I see Gail's hand, must be her left hand.
Yes.
Yeah. Hold on, I have to turn the volume down over here.
I'm gonna move it over here.
Okay, now I see both their hands. It's just in the little box at the top of the screen.
Yeah.
Great, can you click on that box? Can you hear us?
Oh, it was there for a second. Now it's gone. Escape.
This doesn't make any sense.
Now it's echoing.
Oh, remove.
Exactly. Because I'm trying to turn this volume. Turn this off. Speakers aren't attached to this computer. That's why the speakers are attached to here. So that's why. Now did it go back again?
Can you see it now, Lynn?
Well, I see in the Upper Midwest, in the very small box, I see Gail's hands. And then the small box that has Rochelle in it, now that one's gone dark. As well as the David Mom or David MCM, I'm not sure which it is.
There we go. Wait.
There's no remove pin or anything like that. That's not there.
Okay, so I think. Wait. Okay, now speak. Wait, can you hear us?
I can hear you.
Can you hear us now?
It's very quiet now. Very soft.
All right, so is that better? Can you hear us?
That's better. Yes.
Okay.
Okay, so then, can you see her hands?
I can see her hands. Yes. In one of the small boxes.
Okay, so now is it a bigger box?
No.
Well, okay, keep talking, Gail. Let's see if it gets
Okay.
bigger.
Let's see
Okay.
if this works. Is there, okay. Well, let's try just tying it over a hand knot
Okay.
right by the button. There will be
Okay.
a little space, which is good because the button needs to be a bit movable, but not too much.
Okay.
I don't tighten it totally until I get it. Ooh, can you see? Let's see, which hand do I need to take away?
Okay. There. Then I can see it that way.
Yeah, okay, that I try to get it
Okay.
almost as tight as I want it, but not quite so that I can stick my needle through it.
Okay.
Is your needle threaded?
Yes, it is.
Good, because I can't thread needles, mine is too.
Well, what kind of length do I need? Do I need the entire length that you've given me?
No, I would start with what's comfortable, which to me is about a yard,
Okay.
but you want it double.
All right.
And if you can get the tail as small as possible.
In terms of like putting a knot in it or burning it?
Yes, you can burn it after you got the knot in. My burner didn't work. My husband fixed it. And now it's works sometimes and sometimes it doesn't. There, okay, so you can take the tail off.
Okay.
All right, and then you just slip it through the knot on the bottom and try to hide it as best you can.
Okay.
Because it's handmade, my things always are a little rustic, if you understand.
Oh, yes.
But
That's just leaving our signature. That's all.
that's right. And
Yes.
I've had people say, you're the only one that ever knows what you think is wrong with it because
That's
no one
right.
else can tell. But then I just make a slip knot through that, going through the
Okay.
double thread and pulling it tight.
All right.
And trying to get the knot down as far as you can. And, okay. Now I got the knot up here. What is that? This has never happened, of course, so,
Oh, yes, of course.
but that's like, now I know how Ed Sullivan felt. on live TV. And it's funny, it's raining. There's just a little drip and it's coming every once in a while. I'll get a drip on my head. So if I,
Oh, no. Oh, dear. Oh, man. See, and
yeah,
we've had this summer where no rain, so we can't tell if the roofs are okay or
yeah.
not.
Well, now I try to, okay, now I'll try to tighten up that knot as best you can.
All right.
And I come back after I finished and glue the knots a little bit with a little
Okay.
Velcro glue, just to secure them. And now I have, okay, I always start from the right too, because I guess because I'm right-handed, but it just.
And I am too, so, okay.
And that also reminds me that I have it, where to start. And
Okay.
I have a clipboard. You can also tape it or secure it somehow. That's another thing I forgot to tell you, but.
Okay.
I clipped it on the clipboard and I like to secure the bottom too, but separate them.
Okay.
And now, all right, depending on how large you want to make your bracelet, I'm going to add probably, I always add in threes or use for a row. So I'm going to check the holes because in the past, the old beads were much worse. These are much better.
Okay.
So
I think I ran into some too where the hole was not patent at all.
okay, yeah. All right, so now,
Not the ones you gave me, but previous types.
yes, yeah. I know these seem to be better. All right, I take, can you see? I have, where is it there? I have one bead through one hole. I go underneath the leather. from the
Underneath
right,
the leather.
taking the bead and then I hold it, hold it with my right hand, come through underneath on the left side, just come back through
Okay.
on top through the same hole. So you basically go through the same holes twice, once under the leather and once on top of the leather. Then you just come back and you're on
And
the,
so now I've gone through both of the holes, correct?
no, just one hole, just the top hole.
Oh, so all right, run that by me again. On the one hole, it says now on the right-hand side.
Yes, and
I
you just,
take,
you go under the leather through the top hole.
okay,
I don't, I can't, this camera's, yeah. Okay, and then you come around on top of the leather and go through the top hole, the same hole that you came through,
okay,
back through to the right.
okay.
So now you're on the right-hand side again. And I'm sorry, this is not showing up as well as it was before, but.
Yeah, well, we'll just deal with it.
But any questions, just throw them out there. So.
Okay.
All right. And now you want to come from underneath and you pick up another bead. It doesn't matter which hole, but go through the hole. And now you go under the leather from the right through the bottom hole, the one that does not have thread in it. And under the, whoops, I pull it tight because you have to add another bead, but you want that one to sit next to the leather. And now you add another one. I slide it down. This is the difficult part because you want it to sit right next to the, see that, can you see that at all? Right next to the leather, and you go underneath the leather again.
Okay, now I have to go backwards here a little bit. So you have 2 beads there right now, correct?
Yes, I start 1 and then I go to 2.
Okay, so after I've gone through on the right-hand side, that bead on the right-hand side, wrap the cord or the fire line around the leather, come back up through the right-hand side. Then how do I attach the next one then? I go around the right side of the leather again?
No,
No.
you continue. This is the hardest part, of course. You continue through the top hole of the new bead
Okay,
around the leather, and then through the hole
okay.
of the first bead. And
Oh,
now you add another bead to that
okay.
line, and you're still coming underneath the leather. It's not the most, getting started is always the worst. But
Yeah, it's managing the leather, the line, the
yeah,
bead.
yeah. And you want to line them up as best you can like this with the empty holes down. And now you've gone through, can you see the top hole
With
and
the
the
empty
bottom hole,
hole
the first
down.
one, and the top hole of the second one, and underneath the left side, and then you bring it back up, and this is the part where you go back through all 3 holes. So the top hole of the second new bead, the bottom hole of the first bead, and the top hole of the first new bead.
Wow, okay.
But
That's
that
weird.
just secures them all. And then back, and you end up on the right side again, and you've gone around both leather pieces.
Okay,
So it should look like that.
but that's 2 beads.
You should have 3 in all. So
I should have
one-
3 now. Okay.
Yeah, a single one, and then 2 on either side of the first one.
All right, I have to back away here for a minute and
Okay. Then you want to end up on the right again.
okay,
All right.
I'm
Now-
getting there.
All right.
I've taken some yoga classes virtually too, and it's a great way of keeping up with the yoga during all of this.
It sure has been. Yeah.
Yeah. We just have to adapt, right?
I know and it gets harder as I get older, but.
Yeah. Well, none of us like it, but at the same point in time, yeah.
No, I got to the point I loved it because I just roll out of bed and roll onto the floor.
Well, that's true. I think there's some advantages there.
It didn't really matter what I looked like.
Yeah,
Oh, okay. So do you have the 3 beads now?
I have the 3 beads now.
Okay. Now you want to go under the leather through the, let's say the second bead, and pick up a 4th bead. Go through the top, or it doesn't matter which hole because it becomes the top.
Sure.
And then, let's see, so that's number 4, and you're going back through bead number 3 under the leather.
So under the leather first?
No, you go through the bead
Okay,
and then through bead number 3.
okay,
And then under the leather.
okay,
And that will, then you snug it all up and that should bring them to sitting correctly. So that they're in kind of a little square looking or diamond looking. And
okay,
now,
there's some semblance to this.
there. And now you're on the left side again. So you want to go back through the bottom hole of number 3, the top hole of number 4, and the bottom hole of number 2, and on top. So under over is basically the way the thread
Under
goes.
and over, okay.
But so now you should end up with something like that.
Okay. All right, mine doesn't quite look like that. So, but I get the gist now of how that's supposed to go. All right.
Yeah. Okay. Well, now to add another bead, we go back to adding 2. So every other row, is 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, all the way down throughout the whole bracelet.
Okay.
And what I've done is, well, let's see, on this one, I added 9. And then you add 9 of each color, and the red, orange, yellow, the rainbow colors or the chakra colors. But
So now when you say the chakra colors, are some of the chakra colors specific to some of these colors and the
Yes.
colors are not part of the chakra?
absolutely, absolutely, no, they're all chakra. The red
Okay.
is the root, which is in your pelvic area.
Okay,
And so it goes up from your pelvic to your head, top of your, and the crown is the purple, which is the last one.
okay,
And each one has a specific spot. The heart, I believe that's the green.
okay,
So each color of the chakra has a different position in your body.
okay.
So do you want to add some more beads now?
Sure, why
Are you-
not?
Are you there?
It's kind of there. It's, I've got the 4 beads on there.
Okay,
So
and they kind of look like, let's see.
kind of look like that. Yes, I have 1 bead that's out of place, but that one's gonna have to get corrected later, so.
Okay. Well, now okay, so you've ended with 1 bead, so now you want to add 2 beads.
Okay,
So pick up 1 and go under the leather from the
Okay.
right through so this is bead number 5.
okay,
Go back through bead number 4 on the lower hole now.
all right,
And then I pull it tight first, and then you want to add another one in between the leathers before you go under that leather and wrap it around. So this
Okay.
is bead number 6. And now you kind of have to hold it to secure it.
yes, my fingers are completely jumbled right now.
You know, it does. Well, what I tack it down and then I take it up again because it doesn't. I like to, but keeping the 2 ends tacked down helps you keep them straight as to which one is the right and which one is the left, I guess.
So now when I'm on the left bead, I've got the 2 beads side by side with the top one kind of tucked in there. So
Yeah.
the thread comes underneath the left-hand side.
Yes.
And then what hole should it go through now?
And then you bring it up and over and go back through the hole that you just came through on the top of the,
Okay,
and the bottom one and the middle one and the top of the other newly added, but so you end up going through the holes twice.
A couple of times. Okay, that makes sense because then it secures it.
Exactly, yep.
Okay.
And then you just pull it through and tighten it up. You want to keep your tension fairly even if you can.
Oh, ha ha.
Yeah.
It's
well,
always the tension that gets you, isn't it?
It is.
Yes.
And knitting on mine is always very creative looking. But
Yeah. Well, you're just going for a different kind of design look, that's all.
there you go. Okay, well, now we have 6 beads on there. Should we start with the red? And do
Sure.
you have them set up so that it's red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, purple? And the indigo is kind of purpley too, but
Okay.
I bought these online and it's really hard to tell what the colors are.
Oh, yes.
And now that I'm in Bobby Beads, my husband might be listening. I'm really
Uh-oh.
excited.
Don't tell him. Don't tell him.
So, it's nice. It's so hard to tell what the colors are until you
Actually can see him. Yes, I agree.
All right.
Shopping online is a challenge.
Yes, yes. I'm going to put some red beads down. I have a little pad here, and I haven't checked the holes on these. The worst part is as you're sewing along and all of a sudden your hole is filled and it's like, oh.
Yes, and you find that out after you've already stitched it down.
Yes, yes. So even though it takes a little time, it's nice to just poke through each one. How long have you been a member of the Bead Society?
You know, a couple of years, and I've really enjoyed it. And actually, I thought, been a lot better since the pandemic, simply because so much of it's online, and
Yes.
we don't live here year round. So even when we're in our southern home, I still can participate. So I actually find it quite nice that things are on Zoom.
Yes, I do too. I don't drive at night, and so unless I get a ride with somebody, but that means I have to drive to their house or something still.
Sure.
I just this has been just a great thing for me. So
yeah, I think it's one of those things that's going to
continue.
I hope continue on.
Yes.
Because it really has been good.
Now we'll use 9 beads for each color. So if you want to make sure that you have, I like to set out 9 so I know. I don't get too confused.
Yes.
I'm easily confused.
Well, sometimes working with all the bead colors gets a little overwhelming.
Yes, yes. Okay, now we're on the right again.
I'm getting there.
Okay. We've come through the top hole.
Oh, shoot. What did this do?
I gotta take a drink. How's it coming? I wish I could
I know.
be right there with you. This is the hard part remotely.
It is, yes, that then somebody can be looking over your shoulder to tell you exactly where you've gone wrong here. Oh man, I really twisted this one up.
Do you have your ends tacked down? Just with a piece of tape.
Let's see. Oh my goodness. All right. Needle has to come off.
Oh no.
Oh well. I know this, what I'm doing isn't completely correct, but I've got the gist of what needs to be done. So after the class, I will, I like to take things apart simply because if I do it again right away, it kind of gels more.
Then it sinks in, yep.
Exactly. And then I can review what I've done and make sure that I am doing it the right way. So,
Well, I usually do better with seeing something than reading it, but reading along with seeing helps me too. So,
exactly.
yeah. I don't know, is that visual learner more, I guess?
Oh, I certainly am. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, it's funny because now I've got this sitting the right way. I've got at least, let's see, 6 beads sitting the right way. And now one of them has gone wonky on me. So obviously I did something wrong.
Well, you could go back afterwards and
Yeah.
pull some thread through it and just tighten it up if you want.
Oh, that's true. A
If you
little
can-
cheating along the way never hurts.
That's right.
That just makes it unique. Okay,
Exactly.
there I got it.
And I always wear my mistakes, so.
Yeah.
Becky was talking about in the Ojibwe beadloom lesson that they purposely always.
Okay, there we go. Now it's,
There because nobody is perfect.
I love it, yes.
So they purposely do it.
That's-
why are you doing that?
How are you doing, Lynn?
I'm getting that next one. I'm all fingers and fumbles is what I am, but it's getting there.
Oh, that's fine. I love to take classes with my friend Carla because the two of us are always the slowest in the class.
Well, it's always fun.
Yeah.
You picked a good day with the rain to be inside and just
Oh, yeah.
work on our projects.
Isn't it wonderful to hear the rain? I just,
Oh, thank God.
yes.
Woo, it looks something like it's supposed to.
All right.
Great.
Yay, hallelujah.
Yeah.
Okay, are you ready to wrap it around
Oh,
the leather? Uh-oh, I heard an oh shoot.
yeah. I thought I had it wrapped around and then I didn't.
All right, well, that's okay. You're coming through and the 6 beads, you're coming through the top of the one closest on the right-hand side of the leather, the right leather, this right one, and just wrap it back around and go through the empty hole in that bead,
Okay.
and then pick up a red one. And then go through the empty hole of the second bead that's by your leather on the left. And pull that through. And now you're underneath the leather again. And you want to come back up over the leather and back through the hole, the 3 holes you just went through. And on top. This is when you have to be ambidextrous, or there we go, and pull it through. Then it should look something like that with the red.
Oh, I like that.
It is pretty. Without making you too crazy, I have started these bracelets with like 80 seed beads.
Oh,
too.
really?
Yes, which if you didn't have a contrasting color in the super duos, or you just wanted to make it a little different looking, you can put in some seed beads there too.
Now I'll put this up by the camera. I think it's similar to what it's supposed to be.
I
I-
can't see real well, but
Oh, okay.
I think so, yeah. That looks good.
I think, let me, could you put yours up by your camera there?
I sure can.
Okay, well, mine doesn't look as nice as yours, but it looks like, it looks similar to it. So I'm going for that right now.
Similar is good.
Yeah, that's right.
And I've probably made 40 of these bracelets, so.
Yes, yes. By my 40th one, I'll have it down pat then.
Yeah,
Okay, let's see. I'm still just working on my bronze beads because I want to get the hang of this.
okay.
And now back through. I marvel at people that can come up with these designs. Give me a pattern, I can usually follow a pattern, but designing, that's out of my league.
Well, this just came to me. I don't know.
Really?
I saw it and, but this is I have to admit, this is one of the very few I've ever designed, but I've been doing a lot of these wrap bracelets for years. And so it's basically the same technique, only using a lot more beads and trying to figure out the pattern. That was the tough, I mean, how I had to put the super duos in there was.
Sure.
But,
Yeah, because the shape of the bead
yes, yeah.
makes a huge difference in how you lay it in there.
But as I said, using them in threes seems to complete the row, even though it's zigzag. I don't know if that makes sense, but.
No, I see, I understand what you're saying. Okay, back under. I started my color at a different point than you did, but
Okay,
that's all right. I'm making it my own.
that's right.
I'm kind of hoping to work on that technique and then work with my grandsons
Oh,
because they're kind of into these types of bracelets. And I thought, oh, well, this will be kind of a different
yes,
one. And I thought once I learn it, then I can work with the boys and they can kind of custom design their own colors.
there you go. That's
So,
great. I know I have one grandson who is always asking me to make jewelry when he comes over. So, and he's getting a little, I mean, now he's 8, so he's
okay.
starting to get a little more sophisticated. I can't pass all my old beads off on him anymore.
Oh, now he has specific requests and such,
Yeah.
right?
Yes. So, okay, well, do you want me to continue with the red then, or?
And no, let me, I'll show you here what because you maybe I'll be able to see the red ones that I put in now.
Okay.
Well, it's kind of funny because these are my daughter's boys, or, grandson. I mean, it's her kids. And she was never interested in any of this stuff.
Oh, yeah.
So it's kind of interesting that now her sons are the ones that are interested, but not her.
Yeah. I know I have 2 daughters and both of them have not really gotten into making jewelry either, but my youngest wanted to take this class today. She said, "Mom, can I take that class?" And I said, "Oh, I don't know why not,
Yes, that's right.
And she just texted me earlier that both her kids are now home. One was supposed to go to Montessori a
Okay.
5-year-old, and the other one, and claims to be ill. She said, I think she's faking it so she can be
Oh.
with her brother. So much for the class. Anyway.
Yes. Mother duties came first.
That's right. Yeah. But when they're so little, it's hard to designate any time to.
Yes. Well, and that's the thing now at this point in time with the 2 kids, she really doesn't have time because she's working as well. And
Oh, yeah.
but
Absolutely.
even when she was younger, it just was not anything she was ever
Yeah.
very interested in. So, well,
Yeah.
it just is for some people and not for others. That's just the
Yeah.
way it is.
Yeah. And who knows, maybe later on she'll pick it up. I didn't.
Well, that's exactly right. When she's less busy and all of a sudden a creative spirit will come out of her. Who knows?
That's right.
Okay, now I'll show you I've got some red ones in here.
Okay.
Don't look at the top.
Okay. Okay.
Let's see if I
If you hold it more
hold it
with
that way.
with the window in the back. maybe
Yeah.
That. Okay.
Let's see if Dave, can you hand me the iPad there? Because I can put it back,
Okay.
a dark background, and maybe that will help.
Yeah.
Yeah, there we go. Does that help?
That looks pretty good. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, don't look at the start of it because I know there's mistakes down there, but
That's okay. That's okay.
if I can get the hang of it, then I can go back and work on that start. And
That's right. And you have 2 kits, so you can do the next one too.
yes, that's right.
And there should be enough beads for you to do a 3rd one.
Oh, okay. So in your design then, so how many of each color do you put in there?
9.
9 of each color. All right.
Yes. Yes. So,
Okay. And then, and the start of it, you start with 1 bead at the top,
yes.
and then the 2 are below.
Yes. And
And
it's
then you continue that chevron pattern.
exactly. Yep.
Okay. And so now at the end of it, how do you finish it off or stop it then?
All right. Do you want to go to the end?
Yeah.
Do you know how to add thread?
Yes.
Okay, good.
Yeah, I don't have any problem. I've worked with a lot with fire lines, so I don't have any problem. You just got to weave it in and out, and
Yes, yeah.
there's always a way.
Yes,
Put the knot in the side of the bead.
exactly. Okay. Now, I've come to the end.
Okay.
Can you see that?
Yes.
And I'd like to secure the thread by perhaps, if you can, going through one last time.
Okay.
If not, mine is really thick. So I'm going to maybe just, I'll try it. One thing I think I'd like a shorter needle than these longer ones.
Yeah, I was going to ask you about that too. It's a number 10 needle. Okay.
Yes. And I only had the long ones, but now that I'm at Bobby Beads, I can buy some more.
You can get the short one. I like working with the shorter needles too.
Yes. But, okay, so then you've secured I'm a firm believer in a little knot here and there too. So so go back through the hole. There we go. And I can't get this darn needle through there. Never mind, I'm not going to do it.
It's not going to cooperate for you today, of course, right?
No, it would be if I were at home alone. It would be
Oh
fine.
yeah, no problems then.
Okay, now it's just the magic overhand knot again. So
Okay.
your finger, and you want to take the thread with you. And I kind of just thread the needle through the knot first. So the thread goes through, and then the leather ends go through. And
Oh, okay. So you're incorporating the thread into the
Yes.
knot.
yes, which makes
Okay.
it a little more secure again.
Okay.
And then pull it as tightly as you can. to end neatly.
Okay.
All right. Then, well, I've seen people. Okay, so now I've got that not quite as tight as I wanted, but my hands are slippery. Must be.
Humidity.
I was going to say it's the lights of Broadway.
Oh.
All right.
Cake makeup, right?
Yeah. Oh, I put makeup on for the first time on Sunday night, and it felt so awful.
And then you put a mask on.
Yeah. But anyway, okay. And now we have our little bumblebee, cute little bead, and we want to make an opening with a second knot, but we want to make sure that your button will slide through.
Okay.
So you don't want it too big because it'll be sloppy and fall off, but
Sure.
you want it just a little tiny, a snitch bigger than the button itself.
Okay.
Right about there. I measured the hole. And now I make another
Overhand knot. Okay.
overhand knot. And this is when, okay. You got this. There you go. You've got your opening.
Okay.
And now this is when I get out my handy dandy glue.
Oh, yes, I've got that too. That's nice glue.
And I just do a little dab at each knot
Okay.
and at the one at the top. But I try, you have to be real careful so it doesn't, you don't get too much out.
Okay.
You'll be able to see it. And then you can either trim these ends to about here or however long you want them, or you can, if you have a large hole, small bead, you can put a bead on each one and then tie another knot to secure
Oh,
it.
sure. Okay.
And that's kind of a cute way to finish it off too. And I also found that with black leather, like you can see that inside is light color.
Oh, sure. Well, that's a good idea.
A little Sharpie will just, there you
Okay.
go. And now your end is nice and just like the rest of the leather. So of course I'm going to be cutting that off, but.
Yes. And I was just going to ask, so how much of the ends do you leave then? Like maybe an inch or something?
I'm going to show you.
Oh, okay.
This one I cut fairly short. So
Okay.
that's about an inch. This one I left a little longer because I'm thinking maybe I'll go back and put some beads on it. But this is a whole different pattern.
Yes.
I
like the brown on it.
It's supposedly orange, the orange.
Oh, okay.
Brown in here, and this was called a citrus mix. But I tried. Here's a.
Oh, that's cute with the
yellow and gray. With
yes.
The
okay.
And then this one drove me absolutely crazy.
Uh-oh.
4 beads across.
Oh. Oh, they sit so snug in there together too. That's nice.
It is pretty, but trying to keep them straight was kind of
a nightmare.
Testing my ADD-ness.
Okay. Okay.
But that's the fun of this bracelet, is that you can do so many different things with it.
Sure.
This is when I was saying you could start with a size 8 bead, seed bead.
Okay.
This is the 8 seed bead instead of
all right.
Bead. And then, so the ends are about what you like. I think about an inch is good, really.
Okay. So on that one with the seed beads, do you have a number of seed beads that are right beyond the overhand knot? Is that where the seed beads are?
Yes, they're right just past the overhead knot, and they're also at the end.
Okay, so you kind of filled in that space between the two leather sides.
Yes.
Okay. Oh, that's a great idea.
But you can just experiment with that. And
Sure.
I, you know, for my wrist is probably a 6.5, and I like my bracelets at about at least a 7, just to be a
Yeah, to
little.
give that room.
I think this is even looser. So, but I have, let's see, 6. I started with 9 on this, 9 bronze and 6 on this. And this is probably the seed beads. I have 7 on this side.
7 seed, and they were number 8s, right?
Well, I try to do it in 3s, but obviously this is not 3s.
Well, whatever works.
Yes, it just, I kind of, if whatever fits together. is,
Okay.
You know, but I like the continuity of the super duos.
Mm-hmm.
and
Yeah, they just kind of fit in there, and it's comfortable. Those would be comfortable to wear. You know, you make some of them and they're not very comfortable to wear if the
yeah,
like especially the bicones. Yeah, some of those are just they just don't feel good.
yeah,
So,
yes, so.
oh, very interesting. Okay.
Well,
I can see where there'd be some fun things to do with this as well.
yes, and just throw out your bead soup, and if you have leftovers,
Yeah.
throw them all together.
That's a good way of putting it. I like that.
Yeah.
And I just have to work on my beginning because that does not look nice, but the middle of it I got. So I think we
Good.
can work with
And
the
it's-
rest of it.
It's just getting started is the hardest part, probably, too.
It's like any project, you're not sure where your fingers are supposed to go. You can't grab a hold of it. Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Sometimes your stop bead slips and so it's always a challenge at the beginning, but
Yeah. And I hate knots. I tried to use the clear fire line, and I couldn't see any of the holes, and I was trying to work under a magnifier, and
sure.
it just ended up driving me a little over the edge.
Well, I can see even with this having my odd light, I've got a magnifier on that, and that will really help for me to see, did I go under or over this one, or
Yeah.
which beads which holes am I going through? So
And
I
the
can
good-
see where that's going to help.
and the good part is you can see right away what you've done, and
Mm-hmm.
it's
Yeah.
evident, so you can go back and finish it. Yeah. Do you have
Well,
any?
wonderful. Well,
more
thank you.
questions? Do you have any more questions?
I don't think so. I think I just need to spend some time kind of getting the hang of it and working on it. But now that I see how they kind of, fit together and where those knots should be, I think I've got that.
All right.
So wonderful. Well, thank you very much.
You're very welcome, and there will be a link on YouTube, so you can watch this over again if you want to.
Oh, fabulous.
We'll email it to you
Yes,
when we get it there.
it'll get emailed to you
Once we get it uploaded and all that.
okay, once it's uploaded. I'm not.
Okay.
All right.
And she'll email it to me, or it'll be on the Facebook site, or?
Email you the link
Okay.
because it'll live on our private YouTube channel.
Okay.
And we'll send you the link to it.
All right.
Okay, wonderful.
Uploaded.
Thanks a lot, Rochelle. And Gail, be careful now at Bobby Beads.
Yes, ma'am.
We're well secured. It's early in the day, so
You need to, we're kind of like squirrels. We need to start getting ready for the winter, which means lots of bead projects.
That's right.
Actually,
Yes.
Gail's going shopping now.
Oh, Dave's still on. No.
Uh-oh.
Thank you.
Well, thank you so much.
Thank you.
All right.